Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on, hold on. Well, the last thing I did wrong, stayed in the wilderness a day too long. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You better hold on. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is how we welcome you to our state of Alabama.
The panel presentation that GSP organized for Friday morning, I thought was just exceptional. I thought it was almost like a primer that gave you a wonderful context for what's happening, in Alabama. Really, I felt I walked away from there knowing like I knew the state so much better.
The paper states I'm the resource coordinator. That means the
What you can help to affect some of this change is really, really critical in our area. Even in being established for 10 years.
The university, especially along its corridors, to improve the community around
One of the
the
issues that I felt was most important to the state, having been here for this weekend, of course, is the issue of economic development and economic opportunity. You couldn't help but notice driving from kind of the larger urban center of Montgomery to the smaller community of Selma and the surrounding communities that economic opportunity seems to be a really critical issue.
Who are willing to die for the right to protect it. If we want to honor this day, let that 100 go back to Washington and gather 400 more, and together pledge to make it their mission to restore that law this year.
I think the most memorable moment for me this weekend was seeing so many icons come back to the place where they were beaten so that their children and grandchildren could enjoy the rights and freedoms that we do today as Americans. That was really surreal. It was probably the most moving experience of my life today.
I had a private little moment. I knew, because I'm vertically challenged, that I would never have a visual of Barack Obama giving his speech. So I chose to go down, and I found a quiet little place on a hill at the end of Water Street, and I sat there and listened to his words. And to me, they were just so powerful and so moving, and also a charge for continued action.
Just a profound sense of history and being in this place and being able to walk in the footsteps of so many that paved the way for justice in our country.
I think the most consequential moments of the weekend have been building relationships with funders from the region, from throughout the country, who've come here to share, to learn together. And it's those relationships that we'll carry forward to try to make progress and stimulate investment in the South to create the type of changes that are necessary to move this region and the nation forward.
We help make potential partners more aware of the state of things in Alabama. I think there's an opportunity to share with people that the South has an infrastructure, although it needs to be strengthened and expanded. There is an existing infrastructure here. There is a willingness for partners from across the states and even the world to come in and help continue the progress that Alabama started more than 50 years ago. I think that is the real opportunity.
The thing that we have to do is not let that gaze falter. We have to keep attention and our focus on the South so that we can actually, as a philanthropic community, as a nation, but specifically as a philanthropic community, make sure we do long-term, strategic, and coordinated investments to really start to turn the tide and make sure that the persistent challenges economically, racially, socially, that we really do develop smart strategies in conjunction and with the leadership of the folks on the ground in the region, so that we can actually help to make a new day and move forward progress in this region. And we really believe at Grantmakers Southern Progress is that when you, as the South goes, so goes the nation. So as you make progress in the South, the rest of the nation will also benefit.